Welcome back, students. In the previous lecture we have discussed about the numericals on the relation between electric field and potential, and today we are going to discuss about our numericals on the next topic, that is electric potential energy. Okay, let's take the first numerical. Three charges minus q, plus q, and minus q are placed at equal distances in a straight line. Let's first take the diagram. Three charges we have minus q, and next one is plus q, and next one is again minus q. Suppose these charges are placed at points A, B, C, which are equispaced, means the distance between A and B, let us consider it is r, and same the distance between B and C is also r. So we have given that if the potential energy of the three charges is zero, and we know that the relation for potential energy U is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation all pair qi qj upon rij. Okay, and it is given that this quantity is equals to 0 due to these three charges. Okay, and then we have to find the ratio capital Q upon small q. Let's find the values. Potential energy of the given configuration will be equals to U is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught can be taken as common from each quantity, and first one potential energy of plus q charge due to in the influence of minus q charge will be equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught minus q multiplied by plus q divided by distance between these two charges is r, plus potential energy of minus q charge due to this minus q charge will be equals to minus q into minus q upon distance between these two charges minus q and minus q is r, plus r is equals to 2r, and next one is potential energy of minus q in the influence of this plus q charge will be equals to plus q into minus q divided by distance between these two charges is again r. Okay, and it is given that this quantity is equals to 0. From there 1 by r can also be taken as common, so we have 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught r into minus q capital Q plus it is again q by 2, and this one is again minus q capital Q is equals to 0. This quantity when multiplied on the right side becomes 0, and this one can be written as minus 2q capital Q plus q by 2 is equals to 0, or from there this is q square. Okay, from there we can find the values. Take this quantity on the left hand side, and the rest one is right hand side on the, so we have 2 small q capital Q is equals to q square by 2. Okay, from there the 1q can be cancelled, and we have this quantity cross multiplying q upon small q is equals to 1 by 4. Okay, this is the result of our question, that the ratio of capital Q by small q is equals to 1 by 4. Let's move towards the next numerical. We have two positive charges, one is of 2 microcoulomb, 0.2 microcoulomb, and another one is of 0.01 microcoulomb are placed at 10 centimeter apart. Here the charges are q1 is equals to suppose 0.2 microcoulomb and q2 is equals to 0.01 microcoulomb, and the separation, initial separation between them, I am writing it by Ri. Ri is equals to 10 centimeter, and 10 centimeter is equals to 10 into 10 raised to power minus 2 meter. Okay. Calculate the work done in reducing the distance to 5 centimeter. It is the final distance RF. I am writing it by RF, and it is equals to 5 centimeter, and again 5 centimeter is equals to 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2 meter. Okay. So here the work done in reducing the distance will be equals to work done will be equals to change in potential energy. Okay. To check the change in potential energy, we have to find out final potential energy minus initial potential energy, and the final potential energy will be equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, can be taken as common from both of the quantities, and let me first write both of the same. Q1 Q2 divided by RF minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by Ri. So from there we can take Q1 Q2 upon 4 pi epsilon naught as common, and we have remain with inside 1 by Rf minus 1 by Ri. Let's put the values one by one. So in place of Q1 we have 0.2 micro means 10 raised to power minus 6, and for Q2 we have 0.01 into 10 raised to power minus 6, and for 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught we have 9 into 10 raised to power 9, and for 1 by Rf we have 1 by 10 raised to power minus 2, 5 into 10 raised to power minus 2, and 10 raised to power minus 2 when taken on the upside, we can write it as by 10 raised to power 2, and 10 raised to power 2 will be equals to 100 minus 1 by 10 into 10 raised to power minus 2. Again we can write it here. We have this one 20 minus 10, it will be again 10. So we have 0.2 multiplied by 9, it will be equals to 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 6 and 10 raised to power minus 6. It is 10 raised to power minus 12 into 10 raised to power plus 9. We remains with 10 raised to power plus 3 and 10 raised to power 3 and 1, sorry, 10 raised to power minus 3, and 10 comes out from there, and also we have 0.01. Okay, when we remove this 0, then we have 100 here. This can be cancelled out, so we have 1.8 into 10 raised to power minus 4 joule. This is the amount of work done in reducing the distance from 10 centimeter to 5 centimeter. Third question is, we have 4 charges arranged at the corners of a square ABCD. ABCD, we have a square, and the side of the squares, each one is of D. Okay, and find out the work done to put together this arrangement. We have to find the work done to put together this arrangement. So we have to find the diagonal distance also there. This is 90 degree. By Pythagoras we can find this value. This will be equals to square root of d square plus again d square, and it will be equals to square root 2d. Okay, and also the value of bd will be same, square root 2d, because the diagonals of a square are equal. Okay, So let's find the work done. Work done to put together this arrangement. Will be equals to potential energy of the total system. Okay, so we have to find the potential energy of the total system. Firstly, we will find the potential energy due to charge at A at the rest of the corners. It will be equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught can be taken as common from each term. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Inside we have the potential energy due to A and B, or the charges at A and B will be equals to plus Q into minus Q divided by the distance, and distance between A and B will be D. And next one is the potential energy between the points. The charging lies on the points A and C. It will be charged by the distance, plus Q into Q, this charge and this charge multiplied by each other and divided by the distance between the A and C. It is square root 2D. Square root 2D. And next one is the potential energy between A and D. It will be equals to plus Q into minus Q divided by the distance. Here the distance AD is equals to capital small d, plus this is the potential energy due to charge A at the points B, C and D. Okay, now we have to write the potential energy due to B at point C and D, and it will be equals to multiplication of the charges minus Q into Q, minus Q into Q by the separation between the charges is small d, plus the potential energy for the configuration B and D, and it will be equals to minus Q into minus Q divided by the separation BD, and BD is equals to square root 2 D. And now we have to find the potential energy due to C and D configuration, and it will be equals to multiplication of charges Q into minus Q divided by separation is again D. Okay, so this is the work done in arranging the charges in this configuration, and from there minus Q these terms, first, second, third and fourth. From there we can take Q square as common, Q square upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and 1 by D can also be taken as common. So we have Q square upon 4 pi epsilon naught D, and inside we have the term minus 1 plus 1 by root 2 minus 1 and again minus 1, and this one is plus 1 by root 2, and this term is again minus 1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. It is Q square upon 4 pi epsilon naught D into minus 4, plus again we have 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, it is 2 by root 2, and 2 by root 2 can be written as root 2 by 2. Root 2. Okay, so this is the work done in assembling the arrangement at the corners of the sphere. Okay, at the corners of the sphere. Next one is we have given a charge. A charge Q naught is brought to the center of the sphere. Here at point E we bring a charge Q naught, and it is asked in the question that how much extra work is needed to bring the charge Q naught here. So the work done will be equals to Q naught times the potential energy at this point, and it will be equals to extra work done. Extra work done will be equals to Q naught times the potential energy at this point due to these charges, and it will be equals to Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught, and the distance between A and E will be equals to half of root 2 by D, and it will be again equals to D by root 2. Okay, it is D by root 2. For minus Q charge, it is minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Again the distance is D by root 2, and for plus from point C, it is again plus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught D by root 2, and for D it is again minus Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught D by root 2. Okay, as we can see, each term cancels out each other, so the extra work done will be 0. So no work done is required to put a test charge Q naught at the center of the sphere. Here D by root 2 is the half of the distance AC or BD. Okay, so this is the question. Let's take the next numerical. An electric dipole of length 2 cm. So they have given that the length of the dipole is 2 cm, means 2A is equals to 2 cm, and it will be equals to 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2 meter, is placed with its axis making an angle of 60 degree. So here theta is equals to 60 degree to a uniform electric field of, the strength of electric field is E is equals to 10 raised to power 5 Newton per coulomb. We have given an electric field and we have a dipole of 2 cm making an angle of 60 degree with the uniform electric field. Suppose this is our minus Q charge and this is our plus Q charge. Okay, and the torque experienced by the dipole is tau is equals to 8 root 3 Newton meter, and we have to find out the firstly magnitude of the charge. Okay, and we know that tau is equals to P E sin theta, or in place of P we can write Q into 2A into E sin theta. Let's put the we have to find Q, so Q will be equals to tau upon 2A E sin of theta. Let's put the values one by one. 8 root 3 divided by 2, in place of 2A we will write 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2, and in place of E we will put 10 raised to power 5 and sine of 60 degree. Okay, let's solve these terms. It will be equals to 4, and it is 10 raised to power plus 3, and when it goes outside it is equals to 4 root 3 into 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by sine 60 is equals to root 3 by 2, and 2 is multiplied outside, root 3 cancelled, and charge will be equals to 8 into 10 raised to power minus 3 coulomb. So the magnitude of charge is 8 into 10 raised to power minus 3 microcoulomb. And next we have to find out the potential energy of the dipole, and we know that the potential energy of the dipole in a uniform electric field is equals to minus Pe cos of theta, minus Pe cos of theta. So it is minus Q into 2A E cos theta, and it will be equals to, in place of q we will put minus 8 into 10 raised to power minus 3. For 2a we have 2 into 10 raised to power minus 2, and for e we have 10 raised to power 5. And for cos of 60 degree, cos of 60 degree is 1 by 2, so it is 1 by 2. These terms cancels each other, so we have potential energy 10 raised to power minus 5, and it is 10 raised to power 5, so the potential energy is equals to minus 8. Potential energy is equals to minus 8. So and the potential energy of the dipole is minus 8, and the unit is joule. So student, this is all about today's video. You have to try the rest of the questions. Thank you.